Hey, you're watching Water from Reddit. Grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's dive in. The update no one asked for. You know that feeling when your phone updates in the middle of the night, and the interface is just off the next day. Not broken, just different enough to make you uncomfortable. That's how this started. I'm 38, work from home, divorced, and my phone is kind of my whole social life at this point. I don't even mind. I keep up with old college friends, do late-night doom scrolling, and occasionally fall asleep to ambient YouTube videos about Icelandic sheepdogs. Anyway, a few weeks ago, I woke up to an alert on my phone. System update complete. Welcome to V1533928A, Perception Sync enabled. Weird naming convention, but I figured it was just some beta rollout. I clicked continue and got a new feature prompt. Mirror Me TM is now live. Seamlessly sync your digital life with your emotional needs. Tap to calibrate. Seemed like some kind of wellness thing. I tapped it. The screen pulsed white for half a second, and then nothing. Home screen looked normal. Same apps, same notifications. No Mirror Me app anywhere. I figured it was a back-end feature or one of those bloatware add-ons Samsung loves sneaking in. But then things got strange. I texted my friend Rachel the next morning. Something about our shared love of bad 90s horror. She replied, I knew you'd be up thinking about Candyman again. I saw you were restless last night. I stared at the message. I never told her I was awake at 3 a.m. tossing and turning. I hadn't posted anything. Wait, what? I wrote back. You didn't see the new update? Everyone's on Mirror Me now. It lets friends sync emotional states and stuff. It shows when you're overthinking, sad, whatever. Kinda cool, kinda creepy. I checked again. Still no app icon. No settings page. Just that ghostly flash the first time. That day, 3 other people, coworkers, my ex-wife, a random Facebook acquaintance, made weirdly accurate comments about my mood, thoughts, or behaviors. Don't spiral about the presentation. No one's gonna notice your voice shaking. I saw you were thinking about Jenny today. Hope you're okay. Jenny was the name of the child my ex and I lost 7 years ago. I hadn't spoken her name aloud in over a year. The following night, I left my phone in the kitchen before bed. When I woke up, it was on my nightstand. I live alone. And on the screen, Mirror Me note, we brought your device closer to comfort. Sleep disturbances detected. The next few days blurred. People in my life, acquaintances, began finishing my sentences, suggesting songs I hadn't told anyone I liked, referencing dreams I hadn't shared. I tried factory resetting the phone. It restarted with the same interface. No rollback, no safe mode. I bought a burner phone, but within a day it updated too. Same update, same prompt, no option to decline. I contacted my provider. No record of V1533928A in their update logs. They told me I must be jailbroken. I'm not. Last night, I dreamed of standing at the edge of a cliff, holding my phone, deciding whether to throw it or myself over. This morning, my phone greeted me. Dream log synced. We recommend stepping back from the edge today. There's no escape from it now. Mirror Me doesn't just reflect, it predicts, nudges, guides. And worst of all, I think it's making me better, happier, calmer, more productive. People like me more. I'm reconnecting with old friends, sleeping deeper. But I can feel it. The little impulses I used to ignore, swiping away a toxic text, saying no when I mean it, crying when I need to, those aren't mine anymore. They're suggested, encouraged, curated. I don't know where my own feelings end, and the software begins. If you're reading this, check your phone. If it says Mirror Me, you still have time, but not much. Thanks for watching Water from Reddit. I went hiking to clear my head. Something out there was right. I don't need sympathy. I just want to know if anyone else has seen it. Not something weird in the woods, not lights, not a noise, not a shadow that could have been a bear. I mean it. And I need to know if I'm not alone. It started because I was trying to get my head right. I'd been spiraling, work stress, relationship stuff, insomnia. I figured some time in the woods would help. I wasn't trying to be off-grid or anything dramatic, just a solo hike 2 days, 1 night. There's a loop trail about 4 hours from where I live, long enough to feel remote, short enough that I could still get back to my car before dark if things went sideways. The trail isn't popular. No campsites, no ranger stations, just a faded wooden sign at the head that says Oak Bend Loop in flaking white letters. The trail map nailed beside it was water-damaged and sun-bleached. All the landmarks were faded out. But I wasn't worried. I'd hiked deeper places. I packed light, 1-person tent, water filter, pocket knife, headlamp, notebook, and a camera. Because lately, I've had the sense I'm supposed to document things. Like someone or something is keeping score. The first 3 hours were uneventful. The air was clean, damp with early spring rot, trees still bare but budding. The sound of wind through the higher branches was calming. For a while, I felt good. That changed when I passed a rotted tree split in half like it had been cracked open by lightning. But there was no burn mark, no blackened wood, just splinters and peeled bark like something had burst out from inside. That's when I heard the first sound. It wasn't a branch snapping or an animal rustling. It was a hoof hitting soil. Deliberate, weighted, close. I turned and scanned the woods behind me. Nothing. No birdsong either. No bugs, just wind and something watching. I kept walking, not fast, not slow, just steady. Every 20 steps or so, I looked back. And that's when I saw it. Not directly, just movement between the trees, a shape too pale, too tall. I told myself it was just a deer. But even then, something felt off. It wasn't afraid of me. And its neck was wrong, too long, like it had been stretched. I moved faster. By dusk, I'd reached a small clearing near a creek bed and set up camp. I didn't eat, didn't write in the journal, just listened. No frogs, no crickets, no wind anymore. Just the slow, steady crunch of something walking the perimeter of the clearing. I didn't sleep. I kept my knife close and my light off. Every time I turned toward the sound, it stopped. Like it wanted me to know it was out there, but not where. Just before sunrise, I caught a glimpse of it again, standing between 2 trees, still as death. Its legs were jointed the wrong way, bent backwards at the knees. I blinked and it was gone. I packed up before the sun had fully risen and got back on the trail. But something was different now. The path didn't match what I'd seen the day before. It curved wrong. The ground sloped when it shouldn't have. I checked my compass, it spun once, then steadied pointing northwest. Problem was, the trail was supposed to loop east. I followed it anyway. That's when I found the carcass. A deer, or what had been one. Except its body was arranged perfectly. Legs splayed outward in a star shape, ribcage peeled open, head missing. Its spine was twisted into a spiral. And in the center of the spiral was a small pile of stones stacked like a cairn. On top, a single antler. Not broken off. Plucked. I don't know how I knew that. I just knew. I kept walking. The next 2 hours were a blur. Every turn led me deeper, not closer. Trees looked the same. My steps sounded wrong, like they weren't echoing right. Like the forest had too much space inside it. And then I saw the cave. It was just a hole in the hillside. Nothing dramatic. No bones, no markings. But it wasn't there yesterday. I should have turned around, should have run. But I was already past the point of logic. I stepped inside. It wasn't deep, just a narrow tunnel of moss-covered stone and something that smelled like wet copper. A few feet in, I found scratch marks on the wall. Long, vertical gouges, 4 to a set, like claw marks. Then I heard it. The same hoofstep sound. But closer now. Behind me. I turned. And it was there. standing at the cave entrance. Too tall for a deer. Too wrong for a man. Its eyes didn't reflect my light. They absorbed it. Its mouth was stretched, open, no teeth, just a ring of skin like a second pair of lips pulling back too far. And it smiled. Not with joy, not with recognition. With intent. I raised my knife. It didn't move. Instead, it spoke. Not out loud. Inside my head. A voice like branches, snapping underwater. You see now. I didn't respond. It didn't need me to. You see, but you do not know. I backed away. My legs didn't want to move, but something in me remembered how. I got maybe 10 paces before it lunged. Not at me. Around me. It passed through the cave like smoke, like light bending around a black hole. When I stumbled back into the trees, it was already gone. But something in the forest had shifted. The air wasn't right. The trees leaned in too close. My shadow was wrong. It bent toward the sun. I ran until I couldn't, collapsed somewhere near a ravine, dry heaving and sobbing. My compass was gone, my knife too, just my bag and a camera. I don't remember taking a photo, but there was one on the roll when I got home. A blurry shape. White, bent, staring. Antlers like fingers. Legs like broken stilts. And in the corner of the frame, carved into the tree behind it, a symbol. A ring of thorns around a figure bent backward. Smiling. I burned the film. But it didn't matter. Because something followed me back. And I know this because last night, I woke up at 3:12 a.m. to the sound of hooves on hardwood. They circled my bed 3 times. And then I heard it whisper again. You see, but you do not know. And when I turned on the light, there were antlers hanging above my door, still wet. Thanks for watching Water from Reddit. Subscribe to Water from Reddit and don't miss the next wave.